Again today, of course, trading with the best broker, RCG Market, and today actually having a look at Nasdaq, right? And when I have a look at Nasdaq and see exactly how it's been moving for the past couple of weeks, so everything you can see here is basically my previous analysis and how I was able to spot the movement from the previous price and how it was going to move from obviously this low to breaking that high, its previous high, and eventually coming back down to give us the new low onto the previous high. Obviously, that's actually a very powerful technical shift that we actually are used to. If you are a technical trader, obviously everybody should be, you know. And the market, obviously, as you can look there, as I zoom in, the market continues to actually do the very same thing going forward. Just after creating that low, they took a bit of some time to go back up, and yeah, stop loss hunting as usual. That's what we call it. You know, it eventually pushed up very comfortably, got back to the previous high, giving us a perfect double top there. At that point, you're definitely thinking it's going to give you sell positions, but you have to wait for the market to actually confirm its downside or upside movement, and I see it actually breaking that high and actually going pushing above it. And as usual, the market does what it has to do. It goes up, it gives us a new high and comes back down, making the previous high a new low. So this is actually a common movement in the market that you should actually look out for on any pair, whether it be forex, indices, Nasdaq, USD, anything. Just this is actually a common movement that happens regardless whether there's fundamentals, no fundamentals, but this is something that you must actually do pay attention to, because it can definitely help you become a better trader. All right, just remove that there. And of course, and trading with the RCG Market for me makes it very smooth, because of course all the spreads are tight and I'm able to catch my entries right there I want them to be, right on the spot. And yesterday, interesting, I actually asked a very important question: that do we actually see Nasdaq pushing any lower than 12,430 and actually coming down all the way to about 12,200 to come and give us a low there, or will it actually create a new low at this area here and push up? So my take on this is quite simple. Looking at the trend lines, as I add a trend line onto it there like that, as I add a trend line, taken from the right from the top, I'm looking just for my touches. I don't want it to actually cut into the body. As I look for those touches there, the only thing I'm waiting for next is for the market to actually try break the trend line, or actually give us our third touch and then go down. But at this moment, we actually have a very powerful low here. If you look, this is actually 1 hour time frame. We have a very powerful low here that the market is currently forming. Give me a second. The market is actually currently forming at about 12,430 at this point here. It's becoming so powerful that it might actually not be able to actually break lower to actually give us more sell. So we actually should start looking up for a bit more buys. I am currently holding buys after closing my sell positions at about 12,479. So I'm holding some short buys, which actually waiting for the market to actually break above and then add more positions. If it doesn't break, I take my buys, close them, and I actually sink down with the sell. Another powerful movement I'm actually waiting for is this one. The one powerful move I'm definitely waiting for is this one. I want to see if Nasdaq will actually break this price here. This is just right above the current low, making it very strong. It's as strong as the previous low here, as the current low and the current high. So it's very strong, so we cannot actually ignore that or reject it and think that the market will not actually go to it and break. As you look attention, give it attention there. If you look a bit closer right here, I'm talking about this high right here, right? This high and this low are very powerful, both of them together. So we want to see the market actually leave this zone and actually break either to the upside or the downside. But I'm more confident with the definitely a buy on this side if the market does actually decide to actually break that high there. But even if it doesn't, we actually take that any direction. Remember, the market, we do not actually control the market takes direction and we actually follow. That's the best way to make money. So the best way you ever want to analyze is not actually hoping or wishing the market goes a certain direction. Is for you to just follow what happens and make money off the trend. That's just how simple it is. That is why obviously technical trading is actually by far the best way of trading, and you can actually make your money on a daily. I mean, even if you look, when I scale down to a lower time frame, just zoom out right there. When I scale down to a lower time frame, like your 30 minutes, if you look a bit closely there, it's quite clear that the market obviously is definitely trying to reject this zone here, and it's honestly just struggling to leave this area here. And once it does, the movement will be actually very aggressive. But if you know how to trade properly, and if you can trade just like me or close to how I do it, even if the market is in a zone, I keep killing it. So if the market does actually decide to stay here for quite a while, we do not panic. We just scale down to a lower time frame, just like that. And as you scale down, and just do this, sorry for that, and just remove that. As you scale down to a lower time frame, you will start seeing movements that you are able to take within the consolidation area. So if you're on about 15 minutes, 5-minute time frame, if you look there closely, as you can see the market from here, when it hit that low, that powerful low there, I would have definitely put in buys. That's actually where I got my first buy entries, and I was out on about the zone here, and I went back in earlier on in the morning, and then right now I'm actually still holding because I'm hoping that it actually breaks this trend line. But as you can see, it's currently rejecting the trend line, so that does indicate that the market will definitely come back down to our to our low zone here. So do actually learn how to actually master those. They're actually quite simple. So in this type of scenario where the market is actually not even moving or giving any much direction, you just scale down to a lower time frame when you're able to kill the entries and actually just easily just scalp there and enjoy. And of course, this will all trade with the best broker, RCG Market, man. And yeah, that's my impact, or that's my view on Nasdaq. And yeah, just have it look on your side and use what I actually shared with you to help you actually better your own skill. Bless.